Hey everyone, Carrie from PhotoBook pHaNaTiC welcomes you to discover the recipe behind this mountain-themed PhotoBook page created using Shutterfly media. In considering the aesthetics, events such as camping, climbing, and hiking could be easily portrayed with this design. You might have already seen this page in my other PhotoBook pHaNaTiC design technique videos highlighting aesthetics and engagement. If you want to truly understand how I was able to choose the colors and embellishments, and what tricks I employed to engage the reader, be sure to watch those PhotoBook pHaNaTiC technique videos on YouTube. Remember that engagement is a super important part of design because the reader makes a connection with the people or event in the photos, and this creates a memory. So before I dive into this recipe, let me give you a quick glimpse of the other PhotoBook pages for which I have created a recipe video. I have PhotoBook page recipes for the following: a beach theme, Happy New Year. I have this turquoise and yellow flower design, a historical vintage theme that's in a navy red white tricolor combination. This could also be used for Father's Day or 4th of July. And this table of contents page, which is a true delight as you open the cover of your PhotoBook. This is a prime example of engagement because it showcases all the events to be covered in the book along with their corresponding picture and page number. Readers see this and find themselves interested in what is to come, and so they develop commitment through anticipation, just like seeing a movie trailer. Okay, let's go back to the PhotoBook page and investigate this recipe. This PhotoBook page was made for a Shutterfly PhotoBook size 12 by 12, but all of the embellishments, backgrounds, and stickers that you see on this are fully adaptable to any size Shutterfly PhotoBook and any shape, whether it's a rectangle or a square. We're going to start off by investigating the elements at the back and then work our way to those things that are layered on the top. So starting off with the background, if I go over on the left-hand side, I click on backgrounds, and I'm going to see that the title of this background is called Wood. It's in a darker wood color, and you'll see it has like a fine grain. If you're wondering how I got this on the clipboard here on the left, I'm going to show you how to do that. You go over here, we're in backgrounds, click on this plus sign to get more backgrounds. A search box is going to pop up. Now with Shutterfly, they have a name dedicated to every background and embellishment. Sometimes searching for the name works, and sometimes it doesn't. In this particular case, wood is a very generalized name, and there are many other background choices that are wood, so you're going to get a ton of options that pop up. How do you know which one I selected? Well, in this instance, what I would recommend doing is going through and selecting the 5 or 6 that you think are most similar to what I have, and then trying those on your own, seeing if those work. This happens to be the one that I used. You can see that it already has the green circle on here. For yours, it's not going to have that. You just click on it, and when you do so, there's going to be a red square that goes around it. You can see a little bit better on this one. And then the Add to Project button is going to light up. You're going to click on that. And the ones that you select are going to always be at the bottom of your list. So here's those ones we just did. And any of these could also be applicable to the design. You can always try them. You don't have to do the exact ones that I'm doing. I'm just giving you some examples. All right, we're going to move on now to some stickers. And to do that, we're going to click over here on the left-hand side. We're going to go Embellishments, Stickers. And we're going to take a look at word stickers that are on the right-hand page. We have Play, Laugh, Smile with the little girl standing on the swing set there. Okay, here it is, and easy enough, the title for this sticker is called Play, Laugh, Smile. How did I get this? Well, we're in Embellishments, Stickers. Click on the plus sign for Get More Stickers. This one you can just type in the word play. You'll get a bunch of options. The one I selected is right here. There's actually a similar one. It has the font is a little bit thicker and the letters are a little shorter. So maybe that one might work better for you, or perhaps maybe you'd like something else. We've got play, play all day, time to play, lots of different options. I just wanted to show you the one that I selected, how I was able to get that. Okay, you'll notice that both on the left page and the right page of this 2-page spread, I have these like rust colored X's. These are called Stitches X Rust. How do I get that on the clipboard? Go Embellishments, Stickers, click on Get More Stickers, search box pops up. You can just type in Stitch. You're going to get all of the options to where things look like they have thread on them. The one that I selected is right here. And there's other colors too if you wanted to try something different. And we're going to move along now that I've showed you how to find a few things. Okay. If you look in the bottom left-hand corner, you're going to see that this cute picture with the 2 little girls, it actually has a double frame on it. And this is a way to create engagement. It's showing the readers that this particular photo is important because I put a double frame on it. So there's something to check out here. I thought it was especially cute with the little girls. I personally like this one. It kind of shows emotion. Plus, I've also attached a little emotion sticker here that says love to kind of give that vibe. Okay, so for the frame, what is that? It's right here, frame SQ wood. And you'll notice that we've got a few trees here. There's an orange one and a yellow one. We've got orange tree, an LT orange tree for light orange tree. For this particular photo book that I made, instead of putting the day in terms of month, day, year, I decided instead to go by like day 1, day 2, day 3. So I kind of labeled it differently than I have in some of my other photo books. But to do that on every page, I gave it either a tab or some type of sticker where I could put the day number. On this particular one, I used the file tab tangerine, and I denoted it as day 6 because that was the 6th day of our vacation. All right, and you'll notice here I have some great information text here on this piece of paper. I kind of really like the sticker because it looks like a piece of paper has been torn out of a loose leaf notebook. And this is called journaling card vertical paper. Okay. And if you look over here on the right-hand side, for all of these pictures, I put a little label as to what was going on to create a little bit more interest. When people see labels with words on them, they're going to stop and they want to take a look and read that to see what's important about it. And that is another way to create engagement, because sometimes when people see pictures, they just kind of look at them very quickly and briefly and they flip the page and they move on. But if you put a label on things, people like to read what those labels are. It creates more engagement. So that's a fun thing to do. So what are these guys? Well, this one here, text tab orange. I use that for both the zip lining and the horseback riding. And it has one very similar to it, text tab C. I use that for where it says swinging. Here's that love sticker that I have in the bottom right-hand corner. It's called Type Love White. All right, and getting back again to some tabs, we have this one here, it says climbing on it. This was A tag yellow. And you might have noticed in this bottom picture here, I have a frame around the little girl that's hanging in the balcony. This is a really great way to create interest and engagement. There's a lot of pictures that we take where somebody's in the picture, but if you're not really paying attention, you may not notice it. So I really wanted the reader to notice that there's a little girl in the balcony, because when you look at this picture, probably the first thing you want to see is you look way out into the background, the beautiful mountains and the cloudy sky, but you may not notice that she's up there too. So I gave her a little frame just to highlight that fact. It's a fun thing to do. I like to do that in a lot of my photos. So how did I go about doing that? Well, the green part of it is called Frame Multi-Green. And I'll get to the inner part in just a second. All right, over on the right-hand side, I do have some corners, stickers kind of hidden behind a few of these photos here. You'll notice that I don't put these corners behind all of the photos. I've mentioned this in some of my other videos. You don't want to create a pattern. You want things to be more eclectic because they make it more interesting for the reader. Once you create a pattern, readers pick up on that very fast and they lose interest. So, because our brain is kind of geared to look for patterns and understand patterns. And if you don't have it that way, everybody slows down and they get interested in it and they refocus. So it's a good idea to try to not put these on every single corner. That one is called Corner Hunter. All right, and then we got the girl here on the tire swing. That arrow sticker is called Vertical Blue Arrow. And in the upper right-hand corner, we've got the, both girls taking a turn on the seesaw, and that is called Banner Satsuma. Okay, and then the inner part of this frame is called Frame Satsuma. And then you'll notice along the left-hand side, I have a couple corners here, just two. Corner Antique White is the sticker that I used for that. And then where it says Fresh Mountain Air, there is an oval around that. That's a frame, and that's called Frame Oval Antique. And there's a couple of these pins. You notice that there's 3 of them on this particular page. And those are Arrow Dot Beige. Okay, and what about all of the text fonts that I used? If I take a look at the Fresh Mountain Arrow, that is done in Thirsty Script, regular, size 48, and the color is Elderflower. And if you've watched some of my other videos, I've mentioned the fact that I don't tend to pick black or white with my text, and the reason being is because it creates such a contrast with the page, it doesn't look very natural. So whenever I need something that is white, I either go with Antique White or Elderflower. If I want to go with something dark, I either pick charcoal or a dark gray. I rarely pick black unless it's a very modern page. I'm personally not a fan of modern pages, but I tend to not go that route, so I don't use that very often. It's just something to consider. Okay, and then on the piece of notebook paper here, this was done in Andy, bold, 18, and the color was brown. This Day 6, one of my favorite fonts, is called Zalderdash, regular, size 24, in brown. Okay, and then all of these labels are done in the same font. They're all done in Lindsay, regular, size 20, but the color depends. If the writing is on a white part of the label, so I've got 3 of those, no, actually 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, then it's done in brown. But if the writing is done on another color, like the seesaw and the tire swing, it's still Lindsay regular, but it's done in Elderflower. Again, I avoided white because it makes too much of a contrast. This particular one is done in 18 because when I tried 20, it was just too big for that size sticker. Alrighty, so that's everything that you need to know to make this really nice mountain-themed photo book page. And remember, there's other things you can use this for as well, like aside from camping, if you've got Girl Scouts or Boy Scouts going on a hike, that would be a really fun thing to do. I hope this was really helpful to you in your photo book design. Don't forget to check out some of my other photo book page recipes if you're a Shutterfly fan like myself, or if you're really interested in understanding technique, please make sure that you check out my 3 technique design videos. I have one on aesthetics, engagement, and randomizing. And before I forget, we need to talk about the frame that I put around those pictures. You'll see that there's green around all of them. What color is that? It is Sage Medium Line. All right, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful day and happy shutterflying.